In the darkest depths of the underworld, where rivers of fire cut through lands of ash, there roamed a creature unlike any other. It was massive, with eyes that glowed like embers, and a body twisted by magic darker than the night. Known only as the Beast, it once had a name, a purpose, and a soul. But all of that had been stripped away by the cruel hand of Hades, who had cursed the creature to serve as the general of his endless wars. For eons, the Beast had fought in the wars of Hades, an eternal conflict waged in the underworld to keep rebellious souls in check and conquer new realms. The creature was feared by all, the dead, the living, even the gods themselves. It had no memory of its life before the curse, only the heavy chains of servitude to the Lord of the underworld. But that all changed when Lyria arrived. Lyria was no ordinary soul. She had died with honor in the mortal realm, a warrior who had led her people to victory. Yet, through a cruel twist of fate, her soul was mistakenly sent to Hades's domain instead of ascending to the afterlife she deserved. Armed only with the bravery she had in life, Lyria refused to accept her fate and began seeking a way out of the underworld. One fateful night, as Lyria wandered the scorched lands, she came across the Beast. It was crouched beside the river Styx, its massive form bathed in the faint, eerie light of the underworld. At first, she thought it was another of Hades's monstrous creations, something to avoid. But as she watched from the shadows, she saw something unexpected. In the Beast's glowing eyes, she saw pain. She saw a soul trapped in an endless cycle of war, not a mindless monster. Lyria, brave and defiant, approached the creature. "You are not what you seem," she said, her voice steady despite the looming figure before her. The Beast turned its great head, its deep voice rumbling like distant thunder. "I am what Hades made me. Leave, mortal, before you share the same fate." But Lyria stood her ground. "No soul is beyond redemption, even one as broken as yours." Her words sparked something long forgotten within the Beast. A memory, a flicker of the person it had been before the curse. For the first time in eons, the Beast felt a pull, a longing to break free from Hades's chains. Lyria, sensing this change, knew that if they could bring down Hades's dark reign, not only could her soul be set free, but the Beast might be able to reclaim its true self. Together, they plotted in secret. Lyria, with her sharp mind and fierce courage, helped the Beast remember pieces of its past. A warrior once known as Theron, who had led a rebellion against Hades long ago. It was for that defiance that Hades had cursed him, transforming him into the monstrous general of his shadow armies. With each passing day, the bond between Lyria and Theron, the Beast, grew stronger. They formed a plan to end the wars of Hades once and for all. The only way to do so was to defeat Hades's Shade army and confront the god himself in his fiery palace, deep within the underworld. On the eve of the final battle, Lyria stood before Theron, his massive form still cloaked in shadow. "You were a hero once," she said softly, placing her hand on his rough, scarred fur. "You can be again." Theron, no longer fully the Beast, but not yet fully free, nodded. "Then let this be the end of the wars of Hades, for freedom, for redemption." The battle that followed shook the very foundations of the underworld. Theron led a rebellion of lost souls, with Lyria at his side, wielding her sword with the strength of the warrior she had been in life. The Shade army fell one by one, but it was not easy. Hades himself emerged, his form towering, his eyes burning with fury. "Do you think you can escape me?" Hades boomed, his voice echoing through the cursed lands. "I created you, Theron. You are nothing without me." But Theron, the warrior who had once been lost, stood tall, his body no longer just a beast, but the man he had been. "You do not control me anymore." In the final clash, Theron and Lyria fought Hades together. It was Lyria's quick strike, combined with Theron's immense strength, that shattered Hades's power, sending him retreating into the depths of his palace, defeated for the first time in millennia. As the darkness lifted, Theron's form shifted. The curse was broken. He was no longer the Beast, but a man once more, free from Hades's grasp. Lyria, too, was free, her soul able to ascend to the afterlife she deserved. The wars of Hades had ended. Peace, at last, returned to the underworld.